Are you a parent? Are you a mother? Are you a father? Are you raising this 3, 4, 5-year-old who is driving you nuts? You have even Googled how to manage this whole situation. You don't know how to go about it. Basically, they're driving you nuts. Then this conversation is for you. Today, I'll be sharing tips on how to manage, or rather, let me call them like this. Today, I'll be sharing 10 toddler tips. 10 toddler discipline tips. So stay tuned. So what's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of the Hood Mom podcast. So today we're going to have an amazing discussion, amazing conversation rather, about how we're going to have an amazing conversation on how to discipline our toddlers. I have a 4-year-old, so I understand what I'm talking about. It's been real, it's been crazy. I have found myself Googling. There's a day I Googled how to make a 3-year-old keep quiet. So if you've Googled things like this, then welcome. So today, as I had started, I said that I have a 4-year-old and he is a boy. So from time to time, he drives me nuts and he drives me crazy. It takes me from 0 to 10 very quick. And I love him so much. And we live in a time where we do not want to raise children who are filled with so much trauma. We live at a time where we want to raise children intentionally. We call them intentional parenting. So today I have thought about it. I'm actually doing it. And tell me whether it's working for you. I told you this is a village. Tell me what is working for you. Tell me, correct me. Where it's not working, where you're telling me, Cynthia Harper, it won't work. Tell me about it. So now, number one, expect rough spots. Expect rough patches. It won't always be easy. Nimeanza from Monday. I'm going to do this intentional parenting thing. So you expect it to be so smooth? No. I'm here to tell you that it won't be so smooth. It will be negative. You will start. You're going to be intentional. Is that same day you're starting, he or she is going to drive you nuts. Okay? So have an open mind. Have an open mind. Even as you're raising this little one, have an open mind. This is someone who's learning how to manage the emotions, who's learning how to listen. So expect it. Okay? My mom always tells me that whenever I tell my mom, that is Mrs. Kosawa, Johona ameniweza, mtoto asikie, huyo ni wewe. So sometimes that grounds my expectations. So even as we continue, try to have an open mind, basically. Have an open mind. Number 2, are you ready? Are you ready?
Ready.
You're ready? Okay. So number 2, try. And the reason why I'm telling you to try, it's because it's not easy.
It's easy.
It's not easy, clearly. You can hear from the background, it's not easy. So, mothers, especially who are raising more than one, I feel you, Jonah. I'm talking about disciplining toddlers and you're here making noise.
Si making noise.
Okay, give me time.
Sinafanya yoga wewe.
See the point that I'm raising myself. So Baba, give me time, okay? Okay? Yeah. So remain calm. I have realized the minute you show children, the minute you show your kids that you're agitated, there's some level of excitement. Hapo ndo wanafurahia. If it's drama, that is the point that they're going to show you drama. Okay? So try to remain calm, even if they do the nastiest of things, because they do nasty things. They do crazy stuff. So try and remain calm. Okay? Manage your emotions as a parent. In this case, I'm not talking about mothers alone. We have guardians, we have aunties, we have fathers. Try to remain calm. The same way when you're having adult conversations, when you're relating with your friends, when you're relating with your colleagues. Baba, don't chew me now, I'm working. Okay? Sawa?
Unafanya job.
Yes, I'm working. Sawa? Shh. Try and remain calm. Okay, this is the Hood Mom podcast. Yeah, so the third one, and for me, this is the most important thing. And the minute you're a first-time parent, people tend to compare notes. Maybe the way you were raised by your parent, the way you're raised by your parent, the way you have seen your friends raising their children. So you tend to compare your children to other children. So I'm here to tell you that children are not the same. Kids will never be the same. The same way adults will never be the same. So children will never be the same. Whatever discipline that worked for another child might not necessarily work for me. Okay? My neighbor, maybe the way they punish their child, do we call it punish or do we call discipline? Discipline, yes. So the same way someone might discipline their child might not necessarily work for me. Okay? I've realized the way ladies nasemanga, mimi huyo mtoto naweza mkanyaga, naweza mpiga, And not spare the rod, spoil the child. But let us try to be intentional parents. We have seen how Generation Z is different. We have seen how Generation Alpha is another generation altogether. So children are not the same. Children are not the same. Always remember that. Sorry. Ule mtoto unaonanga vile anakuanga? This is when we're talking to our kids. Unaona ule mtoto vile anakuanga mzuri? Do not compare your child to any other child. In as much as I'm saying that maybe probably Jogona takes after me, definitely, but he is not me. So maybe the way I was punished by my mother is not the same way that I should discipline my child. Okay? So the fourth point is try to think like a toddler. It's hard. It is definitely hard. This is an everyday thing. So try to think like a toddler. Like right now, I'm trying to think like Jogona. It's not making sense. I'm trying to think why he's not keeping quiet as I record. You had him asking me whether I'm working. In his head, it's not making sense. Try to think like a toddler. Okay? Try, number one, expect rough patches. Be calm. Do not compare your child. And try to think like him. Anayonaje. You see, sometimes I tell Jogona, don't come close to me. Leave me alone. Then he says, Mama, see, I'm just your son. You see, to him, probably I'm seeing him like he's in my space. He's just all over. But to him, in this case, he sees it like I'm mommy's child. So I'm just trying to love mommy. You see. So try to think like a toddler. That will also help you a lot. Okay. Number 5. Employ consistent routines. Routines really work. Employ routines. Consistency. I have realized children learn by being consistent. Like Jogona knows when he wakes up, it is breakfast. After breakfast, it is lunch. There's a time. Tell me about your stories. We would give Jogona tea at around 12 or 1. or bread as you try to prepare meals, as you try to prepare lunch. Mama, niko njaa. Then you give them chai, sindio? Then they say, si njaa ya chai, njaa ya food. Because there's a system that you have employed in his head. Consistency. Consistency. If at this time, after you're from school, you shower, you do your homework, you sleep. Employ that. Find a consistent pattern that will work for you as a parent. Okay? It is much easier to employ that system when they're this young compared to when they're here. Okay? Try to employ a certain pattern, consistency. The other one is use positive language when you're referring to your kids. When you're having conversations with your children, just use a polite word. Okay? Use polite language. The other day, my son was having a conversation with his grandma on phone. Okay? So this is a conversation they were having, and I think at some point, I don't know what happened, akasema, nyanyasi? No, he calls her shosho. Ati, shosho sijakula? Or rather, sinimekula? Sinimekula, something like that. I don't remember the exact words. So the shosho corrected him that mtu asemangi sinimekula, mtu anasema nimekula. Yes, nimekula. You see, they didn't agree up to that point, but eventually I have seen him. When you try starting a statement with C, he stops you. Nakwambia, mama, that is wrong. You're not supposed to say that. You're supposed to say nimekula, because now he understands when you're starting with C, it's being rude. It's being rude, it's being arrogant. Okay? So use positive language when you're referring to your children, when you're having conversations with your children. Okay? When you're disciplining them. Ensure that you're using positive language. Or whoever who is around your child, ensure that they use positive language. Give me an example. That was just one instance that I have seen with my Jokona. Give me an example in the comment section of what you have experienced with your child. Okay? Yeah. So the other one is this one I've also seen in my son. Empathetic validation. Be empathetic to your kids. Usiseme ati, kwetu, me while growing up, I could never ask my mother anything. I could never no. We do not want to raise children who are having traumatic experiences. Children who are saying, mi mama yangu hakuwa ananisikia, my father never listened to me. I could never tell. Growing up, there are things you could never tell your parents. But right now, things are different. If you are an intentional parent, you also know what I'm talking about. Do not negate their feelings. Israel knows. He knows. Sometimes he just sits down and says, Mama, I am sad. Mama, I am mad. Mama, I am happy. So when they're saying they're mad, you get to ask, why are you happy?
Why are you happy?
Daddy, give me time.
Unapigiwa, Dad. Unapigiwa.
Daddy, give me a break.
Papa Jogona anapigiwa.
Sawa, give me a break. Sawa. You see, I'm trying to employ. Oh my God. Dad, it's here. Let me talk. Okay? So, empathetic validation. Do not negate their feelings. Their feelings are valid in as much as they are just young, but do not negate. Someone is sad. Maybe they don't want to talk. Ametoka shule, they're feeling a bit sad. Okay? They're feeling a bit sad.
Sad.
Love, are you able to contain him? Israel, let Mama finish, okay? Sawa. So the same way you'd want someone to consider your feelings is the same way I am urging my fellow parents, guardians, to consider their feelings. Even as kids, consider their feelings. Try to think like them. Try to be on the same level as them. And another one is natural consequences. Okay, the other day, Israel, I'm just giving examples of what I've gone through with my child. And the other day, I saw that the dad advised him about Crocs. Sindio? Because the floor is kinda slippery.
Slippery.
Because my Israel is just my Israel.
It's just my...
Okay? So, because he is who he is, and he is a 4-year-old, he will have to sometimes repeat countless times he refused to wear his Crocs. So what happened? He fell down. Alislide, akaanguka, akaumia. I know this is not a good example, but now he knows. When daddy tells me to wear my Crocs, I might just fall down. So allow them to experience such negative consequences. Okay? Ati pole. Okay, fine, we told him pole, but at least he knows that the point is home. Okay? It's painful, it is hard, it hurts, and I know I'm talking to mothers, but allow your little ones to face these negative consequences. Okay? So the other one is have boundaries. Okay, have boundaries. Be calm, but be assertive. Be calm, but be assertive. Be calm, but be assertive as a parent. And lastly, before Jogona destroys my episode, the last one, be a role model. Children mimic what they see at home. Children mimic what they see at home. Okay, so till the next episode, just tell me about what you think about what we have talked about today. So till the next episode, there's no hood like the Hood Mom podcast. Consider subscribing to this channel hapa chini. Okay, so till next time, bye.